Paytm Payment Bank. So these are the options. Yeah. And let's get your reply quickly. Sanjay is saying SBI. Yeah, what about other people? This is about normal banking, ordinary banking. Eva is saying Paytm, Umesh is saying Paytm, Ravi is saying Paytm, Umang is also saying Paytm. Great. Yeah, Anand, Shyam, all of them are saying Paytm. So, great guys. Then Shan, Mehfooz, they are also saying Paytm. Let's go for the second category. Now you have to choose between these two, your favorite online brand, that is Flipkart, and other is Home Shop 18. So tell me, which one you will choose? Parth is saying Flipkart, Mehfooz, Umesh, lots of people. Let me read everybody's name. So Parth, Mehfooz, Umesh, Yash, Shainik, Shan, Musal, Sanjay, all of them are saying Flipkart. Even Dwarkesh, Hital, Madhvi, Takshi, Ravi, they are saying, even Sanjay, all of them are saying Flipkart. Great. Nobody is there for the Home Shop 80. It is the only brand there. Now let's go for the last category only. Okay, so the first is Desi Hakka noodles. This is the product. And other is Ching's Veg Hakka noodles. So tell me, which one you will choose out of this two? So many of the people are replying here. Darshan, Ravi, Vishal, Mihir, Shrenik, Umesh, Parth, Madhvi, Shan, Eva, Umang, Fenil, Shyam. All of them are saying, yeah, Umang is saying none one. Okay. All of them, Alia one saying Chings. Mehfooz is saying Desi Hakka noodles. Anand is saying after trying Desi. Sanjay is saying Desi. Okay. So this is the opinion. Now, tell me about we actually gone through the three categories. There were some brand, there were some service sector brand, or there are few products as well. So based on your response, tell me the reason why you selected. What is the thing that you considered before selecting between these two options? What made you to select Flipkart? What made you to select Paytm? What made you to select Chings? Now tell me the reason. Even if we talk about the visibility of the brand, yeah, Shrenik is saying it's because it's our favorite. Yeah, Umang is saying quality and service. Umesh is saying brand value and trust. Okay. So very great reply that we are seeing here. If we check about the, yeah, panel is saying popularity. If we check about the visibility of the brand, so in this case, many of the people haven't seen the Desi Hakka noodles in this package because there are lots of products which are not available even in this part. This Desi Hakka noodles is provided by Big Basket, and Big Basket is currently not here, and that's why we are seeing Chings more in the market, and that's why many of us are having preference for that. But if we talk about the Paytm Payment Bank and SBI, both are having good visibility. Similarly, Flipkart and Home Shop 18, both are also doing a great advertisement. And whenever you are opening the television, they are showcasing their advertisement. So in that case, visibility is not the issue, but the service do matter, the quality do matter. Let me read further reply. Eva is saying Paytm is smooth, easy, and service is good also. It is better than SBI. While Mehfooz is saying simplicity and authenticity is the idea. Yeah, so basically here we are going to discuss about the honesty, integrity, and if the brand is following the ethics, then what could be the result? If they are not following the ethics, then what could be the result? So let me take you to one case study. This is the picture regarding Dilip Sanghvi. He's the founder of Sun Pharma. You must have heard about the Sun Pharma. This is one of the largest organized pharmaceutical company. This person set up the company in 1983 with a loan from his father, Mr. Sanghvi, a commerce graduate from Kolkata with no formal training in the pharmaceutical. Just imagine, the person was from the commerce background. He was from Kolkata and he started this pharmaceutical company. Currently, Sun Pharma is one of the leading ones. Today, they own India's largest pharmaceutical company with a market capitalization nudging $20 billion. Just imagine, this is a big one. Further, uh, in 1983, they started with just two men as a marketing team, and they started this facility in Vapi, Gujarat. And nowadays, we are aware that if you are going to search regarding Sun Pharma, this is multinational brand. They are dealing with lots of products, drug product. Further, let me even discuss regarding the Sun Pharma's capitalization. In 2014, they acquired Ranbaxy. We are aware that Ranbaxy was one of the largest pharmaceutical company at that time. And if we talk about their rank, so they secured the largest pharma company tag in India, the largest Indian pharma company in US, and the fifth largest specialty generic company globally. So just imagine, the Indian company, which is on the fifth place, if we check about the global rank. Further, it recognizes the people's passion for the growth, gives them a voice, and empowers them to realize their dreams. 32,000 plus global employees base this Sun Pharma is having. They also provide a woman colleague environment of work balance and a safety to make them more friendly and comfortable. They are even providing lots of facility to the female. We are aware that female should have to manage between the home as well as the professional life. So even the working women are there who are even mother. So for them, they are also providing lots of facilities. They are sometimes organizing some kind of program for the women health and lots of good things Sun Pharma is doing. So here from their story, we can learn that if a company is following the ethical way, they can even secure a great success for a longer period of time. On the opposite side, we'll also check the other case. But before that, let's understand regarding few things. So if we talk about the honesty, integrity, and transparency, then many of the companies are having excuses regarding why not to follow the ethics. So they are having two school of thoughts. The first is they think that ethics and business don't go hand in hand. And they also believe that ethics benefit in the longer run. Many of the business firms do argue that if we follow the ethics part in the current time, then it is not going to give the result in a shorter period of time. If to enjoy the success regarding the ethical work, you need to wait for a longer period of time. And that's why many of the companies are not having that patience to wait for the long period of time. And they are actually finding out the shortcut so that they can get the benefit. And many times this shortcut is also helping them. But if they want to go for the long run success, so they need to follow the ethics in anyhow. We'll also see the case regarding the company which haven't followed the ethics and what was the result for that company. Yeah, on the other side, many of the companies or the people are having this mindset that they are judging the success. They are considering the yardstick for the efficiency on the basis of two things: profit making and the market capitalization. We are aware that if a company is very reputed, if the company is very big, so how a successful company is judged? The successful company generally judged on the basis of two things only: how much big profit they are earning, In our also, if we see from the customer's point of view, we also notice that if the company is opening lots of branches, that means they are successful. And on the other side, market capitalization is also other thing that people are considering for the success of the particular company. Further, the time consuming. So many of the people are having, many of the companies are also having argument that this particular ethical way is very time consuming. Lots of fund is also utilized in that area, and that's why they are avoiding it. They are thinking that if we are investing lots of time and money on particular ethical way, then the same amount of money and time can be utilized on the other activity, and that other activity can give them lots of benefit as well. So that's why they are avoiding it, and this is also many times one of the excuses for not following the ethics. Further, lost opportunities, unable to take the advantage of the opportunities provided by the circumstances if they have to worry about the ethical consideration all the time. So this is also one of the reasons which the companies are considering. Now we'll also see some of the things regarding the ethical part. If the company is following the ethical way, then what could be the result? So first is double profit and increase the market capitalization. So if the company is choosing the ethical way in their business dealing, so they may find the double profit and increase market capitalization in the long run, not in a shorter period of time. Like even the point is saying that ethical companies are known to gain more than unethical ones in the long run. We are aware that the big companies like Dabur, the Reliance is also there, Infosys is also there, Tata is also there. These are the companies which are following the ethics on the priority, and because of their uh, consideration regarding the ethical way, they are enjoying the reputed position. And like we just did the activity, if they are providing a good service to their customers, because providing a good service is also part of ethics. On the other hand, if many of the times we have seen that if you are ordering from some unknown website and they are not delivering the good, and you just paid, you did a prepaid order, so that is unethical way. But on the other hand, Flipkart is making sure that customers are getting all the facility, even they need any kind of support, so they are also providing the customer care support, and that's why they are enjoying the good market share as well, because their focus is on the ethics. Further, helps in sustaining business. Stakeholders who witness ethical behavior tend to stick by the company in the times of crisis. Let me give you an example here so that you can notice. Uh, all of us are very much aware regarding Tata Motors. So if you check the current position of Tata Motors on a share price, so from last 3 or 4 years, they are actually struggling. They are not having a good share price. Earlier, they were having 400 or 500 rupees per share price, but right now it is just 100. But still, many of the people are investing because they do believe that Tata Motors is a big group, and they need to stick with these Tata Motors because they are anyhow going to give the benefit in a longer period of time. That's why this is also one of the advantage of following the ethical way. Further, enhanced feeling of the ownership. Everyone, when treated similarly, feeling of the oneness increase, which results in the feeling accountable and responsible. Let's say that you are working in one of the company where you are having a great experience with your boss, with your colleague, and the company's environment is also very friendly. So you will like to stick to with that company. But on the other hand, if you are not liking the behavior of your boss, your colleagues, the environment around the office, so there you will notice that people are not remaining there with the company for longer period of time. So this is also one of the advantage. If employee welfare program is given more focus, if the ethical policies are followed by the company, then company is going to have less impact of the people who are living the job. So that is also one of the advantage here. Next is retains loyalty. As this is also quite common with the previous point that we discussed. Retains loyalty. From employees to supplier, buyers to investors have been known to favor those who are ethical, and uh, they are dealing with all the things very ethical, and they will remain with the company for a long period of time, as we discussed. So the people who are supplier, who are providing the raw material to the company, if they are observing that the company is doing a very fair thing, they are following the ethical way. So in that way, the suppliers are also like to stick to the with the company for a longer period of time. They won't even change their partnership. So they will stay there, they will sustain there, and loyalty can be observed. Even the buyers, like customers, you and me. So if we had a good experience of some of the company, if there is an ethical way, the company is following all the time. So we always like to go for the rebuying as well. So whenever we had an experience which was very good, we always like to go for the next time as well. So even the buyers, the customers may also be uh, loyal to that company if the company is following the ethics part. Now let's see the other case. Like as I told you, there is on the other side as well. If the company is not following the ethics, then what could be the result? So this is the case regarding the Enron scandal. Enron is the American company where two people choose to have unethical way. They wanted to get success in a shorter period of time, and that's why the whole company suffered and everything just vanished. So let's start with the discussion regarding what happened with the Enron. So let me give you idea regarding Enron with the help of timeline. So in 1985, this Texas-based Enron Corporation was formed with Huston Natural Gas combined with the Inter North Inc., a gas pipeline company. So this is in this year they started their business. In the next year, Enron named as America's most innovative company by Fortune, and it won this title for 6 consecutive years. All of us are very much aware regarding the Fortune. We are aware that Fortune magazine is doing many times research, and they are also giving a title to some of the companies, and they are even providing the list after they completed their research. So Fortune magazine in 1986 they provided this title to Enron. They considered that this is America's most innovative company, and Enron was there on the same title for 6 consecutive years. So it was a big achievement for Enron. Within just 1 year, they secured this title. So very great success which Enron was enjoying. In 1998, Andrew Patso is promoted to CFO, that means Chief Financial Officer. He ultimately spearheads the creation of the network of the companies that help hide Enron's losses. So this person, Andrew, he was appointed as a CFO, and he found that there is a shortcut of getting a success. Enron was making loss on many of the part, but he chose to hide all those losses so that they can show just good picture in front of everyone and people can invest there. Further in 2000, Enron's share skyrocketed to an all-time high of $90.56. Then in next year, in 2001, February 12th, Jeffrey Skilling replaced Kenneth Lay as a CEO. Lay remains a member of Board of Directors, BOD. In the same year, in 2001, August 14, Skilling resigns suddenly. Lay takes over again. Massive loss of $100 $37 million reported in 2001, and Enron's stock rating drops as analysts become wary of the share price dives to $39.95, a 52-week low. So just imagine, previous year, Enron's share price was $90 per share, and then it just went to $39 per share. Why? Because a big fraud happened in the Enron. There was a big loss, and every time the loss was there, but they were showcasing fake figures in front of the public, and people were even investing in that company. Further, in the same year, in 2001, on October 12, Arthur Andersen, legal counsel, tells auditors to destroy all the Enron's file except the most basic file. So they even destroyed all the basic document so that people, if the investigation is going to happen, then nobody is going to get a clue about where the money goes. So they destroyed all the files, and just the remaining basic files were there. In the same year, on October 16, Enron reports a 680 million loss and 1.2 million write-off. Write-off, that means in the share market, if the earlier price was something and suddenly there is a decrease in the price, so this much amount is gone from the market. So, and then share price also went to $33.84 million, $84 per share. Just imagine, from 90 to 33. Again, we'll see the further aspect. In 2001, same year, in October 22, Enron announced that it is facing a SEC probe, that is an investigation procedure. Share price further falls down to $20.75 post-announcement. Then further in 2001, Enron admits that it has been inflating its income by around 586 million since 1997. So they actually admitted that they are committing crime from 1997, and every time whenever the funds were there, they were just showcasing a good picture in front of the investors so that investors can invest there. Further in the same year, as SEC expands its investigation of Enron scandal, Arthur Andersen becomes the another casualty, and Enron files Chapter 11 of bankruptcy in the same year, December 2, and stock price just went to 0.26. Just imagine, from 90 to 0. Lots of people lost their money because of this scandal. Further in 2002, next year, in January 9, the Justice Department launches a criminal investigation. Then in 2002, Enron is suspended from New York Stock Exchange. And this is the ultimate result. Enron's accounting firm, Arthur Andersen, also got lots of criminal charges. So a company was doing very good, like we have seen from the timeline. They started from very good and positive note in 1985. But afterwards, because of the greed of some people, because of the unethical way of some people, this big company suffered a lot. They even secured a good title. They secured a title of America's most innovative company. And that title was not for just 1 year. They secured that title for consecutively 6 years. But they choose to have unethical way. They choose to have a shortcut so that they can get the success very quickly. Even the amount was taken away from the company and nobody was aware. So the whole scandal, when investigation get started, then we have seen what was the person, and the company was even suspended from New York Stock Exchange, because from $90 to just $0. Lots of people even got a great amount of trouble because of Enron, because they invested, they trusted this company, and company actually violated their trust, and at the end, this was the result. So here the learning, we have selected these two cases, Sun Pharma and Enron scandal. This is to give you idea that Definitely, choosing unethical way can give you a benefit for shorter period of time. It will give you a shortcut success. Even we have seen in the case of Enron, they were getting a good share price, even though they were uh, manipulating some of the figures, but the result was very good because they choose to hide some of the information. They were getting a good amount of profit as well, but in a longer period of time, it won't help the company. Even company cannot survive if unethical way is selected. On the other side, we have seen about the Sun Pharma. Sun Pharma started with a very small uh, company. They started with a small office as well. But nowadays we are seeing that Sun Pharma is one of the largest one. It is globally fifth largest company. So for a company to get to sustain for a longer period of time to get a good amount of profit, they need to select ethical way, and that's the only option because we people, you, me, everyone, don't like to buy from the company which is doing unethical way, which is doing scandal. Nobody would like to stay with that company as a customer, as a buyer, as a supplier, and that's why this is one of the disadvantage of following unethical way that we have learned from today's session. Yeah, so here we are ending. In case if you are having any doubt query, you can post your doubt query here in the chat box. I hope you have learned a lot from today's session. Now we are even going for the attendance part. We'll share the Google link with all of you. But in the meanwhile, if you are having any doubt query, you can definitely post your doubt query here in the chat box. Yeah, Mahfouz replied, yes, we have. Great. Okay, so guys, uh, here we go. This is the Google form link which I pasted in your chat box. All of you are requested to mark the attendance. If you are facing any trouble, please let me know. And yeah, after you complete your attendance part, you are free from my side. So you can definitely go for your next activity.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, મારો આ પહેલો lecture હતો તો what do I need to do?
You can refer all the recorded session. The link you can get from the login portal, I guess, or you can contact your CC. So
Okay.
all the recorded sessions are there on YouTube. You can visit YouTube channel and all the recorded sessions are there. Further, I will also share all the PPT with you in login portal, so you can also refer there.
Okay. And about attendance, I just write everything, Abhi.
Yeah, You can write down your name and enrollment number. The two things are there.
Yeah, okay.
હેલો સર.
Yes.
સર લિંક શેર કરો ને પાછી. મારે સર નેટવર્ક ઇસ્યુ છે ને તો લીવ થઈ ગયો તો.
Yeah, no problem. Let me share once again. Yeah, it is
ઓકે.
shared once again in the chat box. Yeah, all the remaining people, please mark the attendance. And if you have already marked the attendance, then you are free from my side. I'm here to help the people who are facing any kind of trouble.
થેન્ક યુ સર.
Welcome. Guys, I will deactivate the Google form in few minutes. So make sure that you mark the attendance